Hey guys, I'm Yuna Zara'ai, and you are live in Limbo.
Hey Internet, this is Mehek from Live in Limbo, and I'm here in Toronto with Yuna for Canadian Music Week. How's it going?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the city.
Thank you.
As per your song Places to Go, now you can experience the weather in Toronto once again.
Now I know what the weather is like. It's actually really nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I wish there wasn't this weird rain humidity situation going on right now.
Well, we got here earlier and it was sunny and nice.
Okay,
and
perfect.
the grass is green. There's little yellow flowers. I'm like, oh, I really like this.
Yeah, the spring vibe. Spring vibe
I really like
arrived.
the spring vibes going on. And then it became a little bit moody, cloudy after that. I'm like, oh, it's gone. It's gone, but it's still really nice. I'm always excited to come back to Toronto.
And your fans are extremely excited that you're here in the city.
Thank you.
We're lining up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Super long line out there.
Oh, cool.
How exciting is it to see the people come out, even when there's been gaps in between albums and the touring and everything, but see the momentum grow with everything that you put out?
Well, it's been great. I've been touring for 4 years now, and I've seen how my crowd grew from 20 people when I was just an opening act for someone for Graffiti 6. Actually, that was my first tour, first tour ever, and from that to 200, and now it's it's really cool, 500, and soon, I don't know, I would like to perform in a bigger venue, but I love small venues, intimate ones, so I can kind of just see my fans. It's kind of nice. So I'm excited to see how my music career out here in America and North America is growing. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's your, I know you're a pretty creative person, generally speaking. So when it comes to producing these shows for smaller venues, what's your vision like?
For producing shows, I think I don't know, I was so used to just doing stuff acoustic shows with just me and the guitar, and now I have a band, and we grow slowly, you know what I mean? Depending on the budget, stuff like that. I'm still pretty new in the music industry. I still consider myself as a new artist, even though I'm signed to a major label, but the budget, obviously, it's not a Rihanna budget, you know? So in terms of production, I try to make it more musically when it comes to, I know my forte is my vocals and my music, so I focus on that. But obviously the extra stuff is really nice as well. I've been touring with a visual artist, and she's actually my best friend, Dee Dee.
I know, I've seen her in the vlogs. I'm a big fan of Dee Dee.
And she now that I call her a visual artist, she can't run away from it. It's so funny because she just picked it up. She learned really quickly, and I love her for that, and she's been doing a really great job. Unfortunately, she's not here tonight.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's in America, American soil, and but we have some visuals that will continue to run on the screens, but the music is just gonna be the same tonight. So in terms of production, hopefully in the future, it will become something more than just live visuals and a 4-piece band. Hopefully it'll be something more, I went to Coachella and I really enjoyed Sia's show, and I'm just really jealous, with
Maddie dancing, and that was kind of the focal point
of that
goodness. Performance.
She's amazing.
Definitely. I haven't seen Sia yet, but definitely on my list of people that I would love to go see. But as you said, music is the focal point of your shows, and it's a really exciting time because you've got a brand new album coming out May 20th, Chapters. So tell us about this album.
Well, Chapters is my third US release album, and obviously it talks about my life, the different chapters of my in my life. Basically, for the past 2 years, I learned a lot about love and about relationships and about my family. I had to deal with, losing someone and losing a family member, and also learning about, I found happiness in like little things, like tiny things in my life, and kind of just like appreciate the small things in life that, gives you happiness. And I basically just talk about relationships and life in a different perspective now. Like I'm 29, so I'm no longer 19.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of my fans, they still see me as this like, the young Yuna. I'm like, oh, she's so different now. I'm like, where have you been the last 8 years? Come on, so so I mean, like, this album will be me just like not holding back, I think. Like I feel like for this project, in terms of music videos and songs and lyrics, I'm just not holding back. I just don't care anymore. like people can say whatever they want, and even if I try to like hold back a little bit of, like my true self, like people are still gonna talk, so I'm just gonna give it to you. See what you think. So but it's fun though, I get to be creative. It's like 110% me, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out.
Well, I wanted to say that I think one of the most striking things about your career and your entry point coming into North America is how great you've been at being able to maintain your authentic self throughout the entire process and presenting yourself the way that yourself to be. I was watching your vlogs, and the one vlog about romantic relationships and responding to fans' questions, that really struck a chord with me, because you talked about arranged marriages and you spoke about marriage just generally speaking. I know there's, coming from the Southeast area, and my family's from the South Asia area as well. There is that sort of cultural expectation. So how did you kind of make that conscious decision to say, okay, I'm going to be my truest self regardless of what the expectations are in this market, in this industry?
I guess it's the only challenge that I face like on the daily, is just like people thinking that they know what I'm going through, and they say stuff about me, thinking that, oh, if I were Yuna, I would do this, so it's like, but you're not Yuna, and you don't know what I go through, so coming from obviously the southern East Asia, and Southeast Asia. Coming from Southeast Asia, there's like a little like cultural boundaries when it comes to me like coming to America, and there's like, it's a whole different thing. Like it's everything is obviously westernized, and I'm kind of like in the middle. Like I don't fit into like, am I westernized? Am I like really just this conservative Muslim girl? I'm kind of like in the middle, and there's no reference for that. And for me, I kind of just have to like make my own way, make my own path. And so I don't know. Like I feel like the difficult part of it is just like, I'm too modern or Western for the conservative point of view, like, but at the same time, maybe I'm too conservative for the Western media, so it's kind of like, so who do I please? But now I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do me, please myself, like I'm just gonna be me and see what happens, like I don't have to kind of just like fit into like what people want me to be, so expect of me. So
I think that's something that a lot of fans out here have been looking for, the type of personalities like yours who are able to embrace themselves so wholeheartedly. It's really important because especially for girls growing up here, and in North America, it's such a multicultural place that the sort of images that we see on television aren't necessarily representative of the population as a whole, right? And it's good to have these diverse voices and people who can say, I don't fall in either or category. I am who I am. And it's really important. I think we're in a time where female narratives are really big on that point, and I'm just thinking right now off the top of my head, obviously Beyonce's latest album, Lemonade, it's all about exploring these different types of stories and saying it in a more louder and sort of sophisticated and more assured way. Do you think that's something that you're kind of leaning towards with the new record?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like for chapters, I feel like I've been working on this album for 2 years now. So with each song, there's like a story to it. And I thought, oh, it'd be cool to kind of just have like a little like short film that goes with it. So we released one video for, I call it the chapters films, you know, like hashtag chapters films. So we released one film for Places to Go, and you know it did really well. People loved it, and I got to work with a really talented director, Zef Schmitz, and he's awesome. And yeah, and now like you know we made I think like about 5 or 6 videos for this album. I'm really excited to share them all with the fans. You know, like it's kind of crazy because like we shot everything already, but to think that you know we only have like probably 1 video out. You know, it's like wow, there's more. I can't wait to like push them all to put it out there. And but it's great now. I have content, you know, and for my album, and people can kind of just like explore my music in a lot of different ways. Like, okay, well, there's the music, and there's also like the visuals, which is, you know, there's something more to it. Like not just like a music video of me performing the song, but there's a story to it that I want to share with the fans. So yeah,
definitely. I think the teases that we've gotten so far are fantastic.
Thank you.
So we've got Crush with Usher, which is such a like lovely song. I'm definitely feeling Places to Go. I love that DJ Premier vibe. And it's taken you to a new level sonically speaking. Those two songs in particular of what I've heard so far.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about Lanes? Because I know you're dropping that now.
Yeah, it's out now.
So tell us a little bit about that song.
Well, Lanes is actually one of the last songs, you know, like final songs, like the final addition to the album. Like we almost didn't put in Lanes in there, you know. So I wrote Lanes at the very last minute, and I was really happy with how it turned out. And then like, you know, I really pushed for it. Like I told my manager, my management and my label, like, yo, we have to put this on the record because it's really, really cool. You know, like I really love it. So Lanes is a story about kind of just like 2 people trying to be together, but, you know, just different paths. Like, you know, like you believe in a different thing. I believe in a different thing. Not like we have different beliefs, but it's just that, you know, you believe in terms of relationship, like what do you want in life, you know, like you want something else and I want something else, so we can't really do this, you know, like the way we practice love is different. So I think Lanes is about that,
about determining your place with a relationship and saying standing your ground.
What's your end goal? You know, so my end goal is different, your end goal is different, so why are we together? So
I love that, like, just, you know, from that explanation
I got really deep in that.
Like, no, it's amazing. And like comparing it to Places to Go and to Crush as well, it seems like there's this whole spectrum of exploration in terms of relationships on this album. Were there any particular relationships that inspired it?
Maybe. Well, you know, I don't really like to talk about my personal life, but you know, like I guess, you know, when it comes to like writing, you know, you have to write about what you know, and at the time that was what I was going through, you know, and I just like, you know, what's the only way to kind of just like do this, just to be real and honest, you know. So
I'm really excited for this collaboration that you have with Jhené Aiko on the album. Did you guys get a chance to be in the studio together when you put the song together? Or
I wish, but you know, she was so busy with her projects, and I was so busy with my project, and but she was really sweet to just, you know, be cool with recording the song. Like without me being in the studio, I was always just like, okay, well, I'm gonna come by, and then she'll be like, okay, I'll come too. But you know, because she has a kid, so you know, like I totally understand like her schedule, and I look up to her. You know, I think she's amazing. I'm like, you know what, you just do whatever you feel comfortable with. Like I tried to write on this song without thinking, oh my God, Jhené Aiko is gonna be on this track. But she made it so easy, you know, like she came up with with the initial idea of the whole song. It's called Used to Love You. And immediately I was like, you know, I was vibing to it like, oh my God, this is amazing. I have Jhené on the record. And when she started with the hook, she sings the chorus part of the song, and after that I just got really inspired and I just wrote the entire song from that.
Amazing.
So I literally was trying to write to this song for 6 months.
Yeah.
It was like the longest. Sometimes like you can write songs within 5 minutes, but this took
this
like
one
5
took a little
months.
bit longer.
Like 5 6 5 months.
Yeah, but I'm sure the output is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's an incredible song. I love it. It's one of my favorites too. So
I'm excited. I do want to kind of dive into a couple of the artists that you listen to, because I couldn't help but notice, but there's a lot of Canadians on that list. I saw at Coachella, you saw Alessia Cara, and you saw Purity Ring, and you've covered Drake and Bieber, and you cited Feist as an influence.
Oh my God, yeah.
I've gone through all the influences.
No, I mean, it means a lot. So I'm meant to come back to Toronto.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I know you're not done here just yet. And finally, I do want to talk a little bit about this Coldplay collaboration that you've been pushing for and hoping for.
Oh my God,
I saw on Twitter.
You're just like, what is Yuna up to? Yeah, this is embarrassing. I know. I love Coldplay. I grew up listening to their music, and I've been like telling people, like they always ask me like, okay, so who do you want to work with? I want to work with Coldplay because I think I would do like a really great job, but like they keep on like getting Rihanna. I mean, okay, Rihanna's great, like Beyonce, and the recent one is was it Mo?
Yeah,
Mo.
I think she was. I think she might have been on the new album,
right? I think it was Mo.
Have to fact check that one.
Yeah. I think she's in it as well. So like, come on, you guys.
I know. Give Yuna a call. What's your favorite Coldplay album?
It has to be Parachutes.
Yes. Yes, girl. Back to the basics.
I know.
I'm all about it.
Favorite. But you know what? I actually really like before this one, it was Magic. No, what's the one before? Oh God, I'm a fan, but I can't remember it.
I can't believe I'm blanking on this album title.
But I mean, like the song,
Midnight and Magic.
Midnight and Magic. Yeah, that one was incredible as well. My favorite. So
Chris Martin, Guy Berryman, give Yuna a call. She's waiting for you, and I'm waiting for you guys to get in the studio together.
I'm just like being all desperate, like please.
I'm gonna start a petition on your behalf, so don't worry. I'll take the desperation off of you because I really want it to happen. So you're in the middle of this tour right now and you're wrapping it up. Do you foresee more touring once the album is out?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is a great way to kind of just like promote the album, even though it's not out yet.
Yeah.
But it'll be out in 15 days maybe. So I'm really excited to be able to just perform some of the songs for the fans, kind of just like let them know like the new vibe that I'm putting out. And so far, it's been really cool. Like they're enjoying it, and I'm just really excited. Like it helps. It will help me as well in terms of performance and performing the songs and getting myself prepared for what's to come. Like after the album comes out, like, okay, well, there's probably going to be another stretch of tour. Yeah. Who knows, So, because tours are so unexpected. Like sometimes you go on your like headlining tour and then suddenly like you jump on like another artist's tour, and it's really you can't really like determine anything when it comes to this is the life of a touring artist. And so I'm gonna go on tour in Europe as well in September, so that'll be exciting. So
exciting times ahead. Well, congratulations on Chapters. I cannot wait to listen to it. And as you guys just heard, Yuna's heading out on tour. Hopefully she'll be back in Toronto if you didn't catch her this time.
Back again.
But I'm really excited for what's to come in the next couple months. So thanks so much for chatting with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks.